I guess I went when it was MTC English speaking was still 3 weeks. So I was like, honestly, like I was kind of ready to go out and share the gospel. But then we get on the plane from Salt Lake to Denver. But then the Denver to Oklahoma flight, I sat next to a minister who, knowing who I was and seeing that there were a ton of missionaries on the plane, he wanted nothing to do with me. So like I was so nervous, I was so scared. I got my Book of Mormon out and I put it on the little tray table and then just kind of like had it there, looking at him, and I like tried like reading it a little bit, and I tried like engaging him in conversation, but he just wasn't having it. And I was just like, oh man, like I hear all these stories of these missionaries who, you know, they're going out into the field and they're already sharing the message of the restoration with everyone. And I'm just like, oh man, first day out here and like I can't even talk to this guy. But it obviously got better. I was just kind of nervous at the get-go. But then when we got into the field, it was just kind of like raining a little bit. It was cool. The reason I say that though is because I got there in kind of the end of spring, and at that time of year, that's like their heavy tornado season. It was like a month after the Joplin tornado hit that we got out there, and so everyone was already on edge. So then we went through the whole like welcoming to the mission, staying the night in the mission home. The next day I met my trainer, and when we got to the apartment, he gave me some time to unpack, and the siren started going off, and I'm like, what is that? And I go to my trainer, I'm like, what's with the sirens? Like, is there a tornado? He's like, oh no, it's totally just a warning. Then he looks out the window, he's like, well, it's really dark for there to be a warning right now. So we were living with a member and we walk in, he's like, oh yeah, there are 3 tornadoes around this city. It was Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Yeah, there were 3 tornadoes that I guess had touched down just kind of around us, little ones. But I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, that's nuts. So we kind of hunkered down for a bit after like the huge storm came through. Like, you know, there's a little bit of like crazy torrential rain. But then after that, it got sunny and we went out and started teaching people. And so that was the first day. It was pretty memorable.